Kimi takes a commanding lead, Feeney capitalises in Tassie, and a heart-stopping Indy 500 finish. If you can steer it, you'll hear it on the very first episode of Sidepods and Splitters, your new weekly motorsport show. Yes, with every man and his dog doing an F1 review nowadays and a massive couple of months of motorsport coming up, we've decided to delve deeper into the world of motorsports to bring you all the highlights, news and gossip of not only F1, but anything with wheels. So look forward to hearing more about endurance racing, touring cars, GT3 and everything stateside, even the occasional grassroots story. Having said that, we kick off with round 5 of the Formula 1 season from the Circuit de Gilles Villeneuve in Montreal for the Canadian Grand Prix. Another round with a sprint race and the first time in Canada, we'd see 2 more instalments of the Kimi v George show, with George taking the early points with a win in the sprint, but not before some wheel-to-wheel combat with his teammate and a couple of off-track excursions thrown in for good measure. Russell winning the sprint ahead of Lando Norris and Antonelli in third. Quali would see Mercedes lock out the front row with George Russell on pole with a stunning last run to edge out teammate Antonelli in second, with the McLaren duo of Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri on the second row ahead of Hamilton and Verstappen on row 3. A rare Q3 appearance by Colapinto seeing him qualify in 10th. After coming to blows in the sprint race, the Grand Prix was always going to have fireworks, and the early laps gave us the Mercedes show we all wanted. This came to a premature ending when George Russell's Mercedes engine expired on lap 30, meaning the Italian Antonelli could cruise to the finish line for his 4th consecutive win. Hamilton managed to get past Verstappen in the closing laps to achieve his best Ferrari finish ever in second, with Max in third. A disastrous day for the McLaren duo, seeing Norris retiring with a gearbox issue and a scrappy error-filled race for Piastri finishing in 11th. So Canada has put some breathing space between the top 2 in the driver's title, with Kimi sitting on 131 points, 43 points clear of Russell in second. Leclerc maintains third, with Hamilton closing the gap in 4th and Norris rounding out the top 5. The Constructors sees Mercedes still on top with Ferrari in second, McLaren in third with Red Bull 4th and the ever-improving Alpine in 5th. Round 6 sees the circus head to Monaco for the duel in the Formula 1 crown on June 7. To Supercars now, and after a 5-week break between rounds, the cars and trucks were again put on a boat, this time across the Bass Strait to Symmons Plains. The quaint little Tasmanian track played host to round 5 of the Repco Supercars Championship and races 14, 15 and 16. The Saturday morning turned out to be a Supra Saturday for the Toyota teams, with Chaz Mostert taking out his first win for Toyota and then Andre Heimgartner taking the honours in the second race of the day. The Sunday race was dominated by Broc Feeney as he outmuscled Matty Payne early on lap 1 to take a lead he'd hold for the remainder of the race. A strong showing by Payne backing up the Saturday podium with a second in the longer Sunday race. Kai Allen completed the podium in what was a strong weekend for the Penrite Racing on a track they self-admitted wasn't one of their strongest. Feeney's win and a disappointing Sunday race for Brody Kostecki, courtesy of a faulty fuel churn, sees the Red Bull driver extend his lead in the championship to 90 points, with Matty Payne leaping Kostecki in the standings for second. Cam Waters, despite having no wins or poles in 2026, holds 4th, with Kai Allen in 5th. We were lucky enough to have media accreditation for the Symmons Plains weekend, so look out for a vid dropping soon all about that. Heading stateside now into the 110th running of the Indianapolis 500, and what a finish. Felix Rosenqvist pulled off a stunning last-gasp win by overtaking David Malukas of Team Penske right on the line to win the race by just 0.2 seconds, the closest winning margin of victory in Indy 500 history. It was Rosenqvist's first Indy 500 and the second for Meyer Shank Racing. Malukas finishing second with Kiwi Scott McLaughlin in third. Pole sitter Alex Palau finishing in 7th, with Mick Schumacher an impressive 18th at his first attempt and impressing enough to win Rookie of the Year. Finally, and looking ahead to more endurance racing, with just over 2 weeks to go, the special liveries are starting to drop for the 24 Hours of Le Mans. Mercedes and Ferrari have both released pictures of their LMGT3 Challengers. Mercedes sticking with their sleek silver arrows theme of last year, while Ferrari has gone completely Brazilian with a vibrant green and yellow combo that's sure to stand out on the Circuit de la Sarthe. As the great race gets closer, be sure to follow us on socials and subscribe right here because we'll be bringing you all the action from the greatest race week of the year. Well, that's it for our very first episode. What do you think of the new format? Is it a massive yes or do you absolutely hate it? Either way, let us know down in the comments. Do you want to see more NASCAR, British touring cars? Let us know and we'll get it covered. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe and follow us on all our socials at C&K Motorsport. Until next week, we'll see you at a racetrack near you soon.